So Bradford City have today confirmed that right back Brad Halliday has signed a new 2-year contract with the football club, and in today's video I'm going to bring you guys my thoughts and opinions on this news. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 150 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're on the road to 9,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. The support on the channel over the last 28 days has been incredible, nearly 250 subscribers gained, so thank you all very much for the support. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below on Brad Halliday signing this new initial 2-year deal. We knew Brad Halliday was going to be here until at least the end of next season, after the club triggered his option for a further year after it was set to expire this summer, but he has today officially been announced that he has signed a new longer term contract with the football club, which is obviously absolutely outstanding news. I don't really understand though why they haven't just announced it yesterday with the kit, teasing the kit for 6 days and teasing Brad Halliday for about 10 minutes. It seems like the club have got the priorities completely wrong at this moment in time, but make sure to drop a like on there for me, subscribe if you're new as well, and let's get into it. So Bradford City tweeted today at 11:45 AM saying, "We are delighted to announce that Brad Halliday has extended his stay with the Bantams, signing a new initial 2-year deal." The article does then read, "Brad Halliday extends Bantam stay." Bradford City AFC is delighted to announce that defender Brad Halliday has signed a new deal with the club, keeping the defender at the University of Bradford Stadium until at least the summer of 2026. Making 104 appearances in Clout and Amber since his City debut, Halliday's 23-24 season saw him elevate the club, making the Sky Bet League 2 team of the season, the only Bantam player to do so. Stepping onto the pitch 53 times in all competitions, Halliday bagged 4 times, taking his career tally to 9. He was also on hand to set up his teammates on 5 separate occasions last term, I think 4 in the league, so one of them must have been in a cup match, maybe an AFL trophy game, I remember off the top of my head, where he cut the ball back to Clark, potentially against the Barnsley. It's really niche in the top of my head there, but I think that is when his other assist did come in, but he proved a real threat at both ends of the pitch. It was no surprise to see him clean up the end of season dinner awards, securing a staggering 6 awards, including Players Player of the Year, Fans Player of the Year and Managers Player of the Year as well. Halliday came through the ranks at Middlesbrough, of course he did. He was subsequently loaned out by the North East club to York City, Hartlepool United and Accrington Stanley. In 2016, Halliday made the permanent switch to Cambridge United, where he featured 123 times before moving back up north. A 2-year spell at Doncaster Rovers saw Halliday make 87 appearances for the club before moving to Fleetwood Town in 2021. A year later, after only a handful of appearances for the Cod Army, he switched to the University of Bradford Stadium, where he has been an almost ever present. After signing his new contract, a delighted Halliday claimed, "Everyone knows how much I love it here and that's why I wanted to stay, and obviously it's all sorted now and we've got to look forward to the next couple of years and hopefully achieve some good things together. All the fans have been brilliant since I've came in, and as I say, I've really enjoyed my 2 years, so as you said, it was a no-brainer to stay, and yeah, I'm just obviously looking forward to the next 2 years now." City's first team manager Graham Alexander added, "It's great that Brad has committed himself to us for another 2 years. He's been outstanding in his consistency, performing at a great level and maintaining standards that set the bar for the squad. He's played a slightly more advanced role than he's been used to in the past and has continued to develop that attacking side while keeping his defensive quality." And I mean, if anybody isn't thinking this news is absolutely outstanding, then they're probably not a Bradford City fan. He is the best right back we've had since probably the Stephen Darby, Tony McMahon sort of days, because you think of the standard of right-sided fullbacks we've had over the last few years, the likes of Kelvin Miller, Adam Henley, just a few, for example, Oscar Threlkeld. Luke Hendry wasn't bad, but nowhere near the standard of Brad Halliday. He has been absolutely outstanding, and I'm really happy that he loves it here just as much as we love him being here, and this is absolutely wonderful news for the football club. I think it's obviously very important to add that he's now only 28 years of age, so he's coming into what should be on paper his best years, and there probably would have been interest in him this summer. I think he's more than deserved that chance to potentially play in League One, and if we don't get promoted this season, he might get offers elsewhere, but I think he's got a very young family and they'll probably be very settled at Bradford City, so giving him that longer term security does make sense. I'd have liked to see it be a 3-year contract, but I can certainly understand why the club have decided to go down the 2-year with the option of a further year, because while he was very good in the 22-23 season, he's then taken it up a level in the 23-24 campaign. Obviously, next season we're going to be challenging for the title, hopefully. I mean, our recruitment wouldn't really suggest that compared to some of the other clubs, but the transfer window has only just opened, so I'm not going to be too stressful about that. But the standards at the club next season and the quality of players should hopefully be a little bit higher, and it's rare that you see a fullback massively stand out, but Halliday really did that last season because his work rate was absolutely brilliant. Whether we were 1-0 up, 4-0 up, 6-0 down, whatever it may be, Brad Halliday was always giving 200%. He epitomises everything you want to see in a Bradford City player. Just that hard work and work rate down that right hand side all season was absolutely excellent. Again, regardless of the score, he always gave his 110%, and last season there was very few players you could say did that. I think he only had maybe 1 or 2 poor games all season, to be fair. I don't think he had a stinker really in any. Crawley at home he wasn't particularly great in, but that was kind of as bad as it got for Brad Halliday. On the whole though, absolutely outstanding for us. And if we have a look at some of his statistics from the 23-24 campaign, he played 44 league matches in total, 41 of them being starts. He scored 4 goals, averaging a goal every 926 minutes with a 15% goal conversion rate. For a fullback, I think that's a pretty decent goal conversion percentage. He also chipped in with 4 assists, creating 10 big chances, so he was certainly robbed of a few more assists as well by some of our strikers at poor finishing. He averaged 1.2 at key passes per game with a 68% passing accuracy, again for a wing back. Don't think that is too bad. It's nearly a 25% accurate cross rate, which I think is outstanding. Defensively, some of these stats are incredible. 1.4 interceptions per game, 2.8 tackles per game, 5.7 balls recovered per game, and 1.2 clearances per game as well. He had 3 errors which led to a shot, no errors which led to a goal. He did also commit 2 penalty offences, one being Harrogate away and the other one off the top of my head I can't really remember, but it had probably been in front of the TL Dallas stand, because he's given a fair few penalties away there, but all of them always seem to be very harsh. It might have been Crawley at home, and I think, yeah, that was in front of the TL Dallas, wasn't it? Halliday also has a 42% successful dribble rate. He wins 59% of his ground duels and 46% of his aerial duels. He also picked up 5 yellow cards for Bradford City last season. On the whole though, like I mentioned earlier, absolutely outstanding news for us. The way he was performing in them last few games of the season, he just took it to another level. He's one of the best right-sided defenders I've ever seen play for Bradford City in my lifetime. He is that good. He is absolutely brilliant, and I'm really delighted he's decided to commit to the club until at least the summer of 2026. Again, we've got that option of a further season. We know that he is, well, we knew that he was already going to be here for next season, but it's been, I think, 2 weeks since our last piece of transfer business. So if we have a look then at how Bradford City's squad is now lining up for the 24-25 campaign, that's still going to get some getting used to, but I still think defensively we need a couple more recruits. Definitely a wing back on either side and probably another centre back for me. We expect McDonald to move on. Ryan Crosdale was heavily rumoured to be announced in the away kit. That never happened though, did it? We expect a few central midfielders to move on either permanently or on loan. Adam Wilson we expect to go out on loan. Vidin Oliver we expect to move on permanently. It sounds like Tyler Smith is going to stay. Not so sure I agree with that. Harry Ibbotson, Gabe Wadsworth, even maybe young Zach Hady, some of the younger players who might go out on loan as well. Still nothing has been announced in terms of Colin Doyle's new contract. His contract is set to expire in just over 2 weeks. I'm not really too sure what's going on there. They might be waiting until pre-season comes back potentially, and then they just announce it there, like what they did last season with Heath Richardson. But we already know Matty Platt's left the building. I think we have waiting on a contract potential extension for Bobby Poynton. I have a feeling they're going to announce his new contract in the home kit. I think that would certainly be a smart thing for the club to do, or maybe he's just not going to sign a new deal. But my overall thoughts then to conclude, obviously absolutely outstanding news for Bradford City, for Brad Halliday and the supporters as well. He epitomises everything you want to see in a Bradford City player. If we had 11 Brad Hallidays last season, including one in goal, I think we'd have done much better, because his work rate and commitment is absolutely brilliant. He's the complete player to play on that right hand side, and just think Mike Hughes was trying to not freeze him out, but he was trying to replace him at the start of the season. One of many baffling decisions that man made, but fully behind Graham Alexander going into next season. I hope we get a couple more outstanding recruits in through the door. I think the only outstanding one so far is Sarcevic. Callum Johnson, he's very good, but question marks over his fitness. We've also got Aidan Baldwin and Neil Byrne, who I'm yet to be convinced by. I thought we'd made 5 signings. Apparently we've only made the 4, so I'm not really too sure where the other ones come from. Probably all the Charlie White rumours over the last few days. But I'm going to leave it there then for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 150 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that would be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're now on the road to 9,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know down below what are your thoughts on Brad Halliday signing a new initial 2-year contract with Bradford City. Thank you all very much for watching today's video. My reaction to Bradford City's away kit went out yesterday exclusively to tier 3 channel members, so make sure to go check that one out if you haven't already. Have a great rest of your day though, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Peace.